Hi all, in the previous chapter we seen single row function and now we're going to see multiple row function. So here what is multiple row function? Multiple row function is used for grouping the data. So is also called as aggregate function or group function. The function that take the multiple rows as input and return the single aggregate value as an output. So you whenever you use a multiple row function, it always return only the single value as a result. Now we're going to see in depth about this. Now under the multiple row function we have many functions: sum, count, min, max, average, median. In this lesson we're going to see in depth about these functions. So first see the query, select star from employees. First I will execute the query now. See, it's showing the employee table, right? Okay, now here I need to sum up all the salary, okay, in the employees table. So I need to add all the salary in the employee table means I can use the sum function. Select sum of salary from employees. So it will return the summation of the salary in the entire employee table. I'm going to execute the query now. Now it will return the summation of the salary. Just imagine in your employee table you have the salary column, right? In the salary column for the any employees you having the null value means, just imagine here null value is there means whenever you use some function, okay, it ignores the null values, okay, and it will add the remaining salaries and then give you as a result. So some function, okay, it will ignore the null values. And the next we need to count the number of the salary means we can use this count function. Okay, select count of salary from employees. It will count the number of the salary which having the values. For example, totally I have how many rows? 107 rows, right? In order to see this, you can right click here in any of your results cell, then you can see 107 rows is there. Okay, so now I'm executing the query. It's showing 107 total count of your salary column. Just imagine I am going to update, okay, update the salary as null for any one of the employee. I'm going to update the salary column equal to null for one employee. We can take the employee ID Steven. Okay, I'm going to update his salary as null. Sorry, I need to give it salary here. One row updated. Okay, now I am committing my record. So now if you see the employee table, you can see the null value. So now when you sum up all the salary, what happened? It will not count the null columns, and for the it will sum up all the remaining not null columns, then it will give you as a result. So in the previously, before we setting the employee ID, I mean before we setting the salary as a null for Steve1, we just seen the count of the salary is 107 rows. Now see what is the count is coming, 106. Previously it was 107. What I'm trying to explain this in this example is it will always count the not null columns. not null salary. Suppose if any one of the salary column having a null value means then when you give count of the salary it won't count the null values. Yeah, okay, so this is what I'm trying to say here. Next one, among all the salary you need to pick it up the minimum salary. Suppose here I have so many salaries, right? So you need to pick it up the minimum salary means I just arrange the salary in ascending order by double clicking this column name. So as per my order, 2100 is my minimum salary. Okay, then it is gradually increasing for all the employees. So when we put the select min of salary from employees, you can see the minimum salary in your employee table, 2100. So min function is used to retrieve the minimum salary from your employees table. And max function is used to retrieve the maximum salary in your employees table, 56,000. And AVG is nothing but the average. You need to find the average of the salary in the employee table means you can use AVG of salary from employees. So AVG function is nothing but it will sum up all the salary and then it will divide that number by total count of your rows. Okay, so this is what the average will do. Average will sum up all your salary, then we got one result, right? So for example, here I have so many salaries here, so it will sum up all the salary. For the null values and all, it considered as a 0. So it will sum up all the salary, then we got one amount, right? It will take that amount and divide it by total count of your rows in your employee table. For example, here I have 107 rows, so that amount divided by 107. So the result would be nothing but the average of a salary from employees table. Now see, when I'm executing the salary, I'm getting the average as 6,711 something. If you need to round up the result means you can give round function here. Just give a round and then execute the query so that it will round up your result. So round is a single row function and AVG is a aggregate function or multiple row function. Okay. Now the next thing is a median. What is meant by median? As nothing but it will take up the middle value, okay, and give you as a result. To take up the middle value, it will do one process. Okay, for example, these are the process of your median function. So first see this query, select median of salary from employee. I am executing the query like this. I am getting 6145 6150. I will explain you how this value is coming. First it will arrange your salary. Okay, select star from employees, order by salary. Okay, we need to order which column you are using. You have to arrange that column in ascending order. Okay, so now the salary is coming in ascending order. Now the next step is ignore the null value. I am ignoring my null value. So I got only the salary which having the salary column is having the value, but be ensure null value won't be there. Okay, because in my var class I have used var salary is not null, so Steven's salary is not coming, right? Because I have used a where class like this. So the first step is you have to order by the salary. Okay, the next step is you have to remove the null value columns. I mean, you have to remove the null values in this column. And the next one is now pick it up the middle value. Okay, to pick it up the middle salary, you have to count how many rows is there. 106 rows. So if it is an even number of the rows, you have to divide that number by 2. So 106 divided by 2 is what? 53. So go to 53rd row and 54th row. Okay, pick it up these two rows. If you getting the even number of the rows, then you have to divide that row by 2. Okay, I mean here 106, we counted the total number of the rows, right? We have got 106, so that is a even number. So if you got the even number, then we need to perform some interpolation operation. Okay, so average of the middle row. So here the concept is very simple. If you count the rows, if you get even number means then there is a 2 middle row is there. But if you count the rows, while counting the rows you got a odd number means like 107, 113, 111, like that means for the odd numbers and all only one middle row will be there. Okay, so in this case for the even number we have the two middle rows. That's why I am picking 6100 and 6300. Okay, so 6200 I am going to add these two salaries. Okay, so 6100 plus 6200, I am going to add this 6100 plus 6200. Okay, then I will divide by 2. So this is a median salary. This is what we seen in our result, right? 6150. The same number is coming here when we executed this query. Select median of salary. Okay, suppose you have your odd number of the rows. Okay, I will mention like this. 1 minute. First you have to pick it up this, execute this query, order by the salary in ascending order, then remove the not null values. Then third step is then pick up the then count the number of the rows. If the total count of rows is even number, then divide the count by 2. Divide the count of rows by 2 and pick the 2 rows from that answer. Sum up their salary. Okay, then divide that salary by 2. This is what the steps of median. Suppose if you get odd number of rows, then we can easily pick the middle row salary and that salary would be the median value. Okay, so this is what the median of salary, okay, would be the median value. I hope now you have know what is sum, count, min, max and average and all. Okay, now in the next lesson we can see rank function.